Well, hello everyone. It's been a while since you've heard my voice, like 3 years? Wow, it's really been that long. Anyways, that's beside the point. Last week, me and my buddy Teal Guy went on a trip to the Washington side of the Columbia River Gorge, and we were not disappointed. On this trip, we went from Camas, Washington to Lyle, Washington, and stopped in many spots along the way to film several trains. The train that is about to cross the Washougal River Bridge is Amtrak 27, the westbound Portland section of Amtrak's Empire Builder. This train is being led by Amtrak Siemens ALC 42319. Behind the locomotive is one of Amtrak's new Phase 7 Superliners. This one happens to be a sightseer lounge. After we filmed Amtrak 27, we relocated to St. Cloud. We caught a BNSF manifest here. The wait was only 3 minutes. Here's BNSF 7699. "30 minutes later, an eastbound BNSF grain train appears into our vision and activates the crossings. Get familiar with this train, because you'll see it a whole bunch. And he was correct. This was a fantastic Gorge day. The eastbounds really make it better to find westbounds, and the odds of pacing is higher. We drove up to North Bonneville for our next shot. The train happens to be a westbound unit grain. I am a huge fan of the shot in North Bonneville with all the mountains in the background and the train crossing this little trestle. I hope you enjoy this shot as much as I do. Notice that last DPU. That was BNSF 788, one of BNSF's war bonnets. In Stevenson, the eastbound BNSF grain appears again. It is going in the Stevenson siding to wait on a westbound coal train. If you guys haven't have noticed yet, BNSF 6042 has an American flag on its nose. Does anyone know why that's there and how long it's been there? I'd say about 5 minutes later, BNSF 5606, a AC 4400 CW, is on the lead of that westbound coal train. Next up, Bingen. So we thought. On our way to check out some cool tunnel and lake spots, we caught up with that eastbound grainer. After getting ahead of the eastbound grain, we find ourselves in Swell City Park. This would be our last shot of this train. Swell City has a great view of the river and Union Pacific's Portland Subdivision. A Union Pacific stack train is seen navigating the Oregon side of the Columbia River Gorge. Now we have arrived at Bingen White Salmon Amtrak Station. This station sits in Bingen, Washington, in downtown. This station serves the Portland section of the Empire Builder. The eastbound manifest is getting ready to meet a westbound trash train. The westbound trash train has something really cool leading it. After the manifest, the westbound trash train leaves the siding with BNSF 771 leading it. Now we leave Bingen towards our last spot of the day, Lisle. While on Washington State Route 14, we spotted a green for a westbound. We find ourselves at a spot about 2 miles from Lisle, Washington. A loaded oil train passes us with a beautiful view of the mighty Columbia. We had a great view of the river. Just imagine what the crew got to see, especially the conductor. After that oil train passed, we head to our spot at East Lisle. A BNSF mega grain is seen stopped on the main track waiting for a BNSF autorack to fully get into the siding at West Lisle. A mega grain is 2 BNSF grain trains in one, often having mid-DPUs and end-DPUs. The eastbound autorack has pulled into the siding and has cleared the main for BNSF 4263 West. These monster grains normally can't fit in sidings, causing these guys to have to stop on the main until the other train can enter safely. After BNSF 4263 West clears West Lisle, BNSF 7933 notches up out of East Lisle. The Otterack didn't make it far, as it ended up in a siding down the line for another westbound. This westbound turned out to be a manifest. This manifest had some really interesting stuff on it, so stay tuned for that. Lisle also has a great view of Union Pacific's Portland Subdivision. A Union Pacific AC-44 leads a Z intermodal train past Lisle on the Oregon side of the Gorge. This would be our last train of the day in Lisle. With a diverging approach into East Lisle, the BNSF 7486 moves past us into the siding. Lastly, on our way home, we get stopped by the Mega Grain again, this time in Stevenson. And that was Teal Guy and I's experience in the Columbia River Gorge. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment down below. Thank you for watching The Gorge Tour, presented by Trackside Sam.